Hello, this is Manesh Patel from ichimokutrade.com. Today is August 3rd, 2014. This is our Ichimoku analysis for the Forex market, where we're going to cover all the Forex currencies out there, the spot currency markets, and so forth. This is a normal disclaimer to state this is for education use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular instrument. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. All the charts you're going to see are basically from TradeStation. Here are our contact details here, or you could email us at info@eiicapital.com, or you could call any of our global office locations here. Also, we've given you a link here for our institutional report, which you could also find on the website, which is ichimokutrade.com. On the website, you could access our blog, our Twitter feeds, Facebook feeds, free videos, multiple time frame email alerts, scanners, and so forth. One of the things we also are doing now is we're holding a monthly webinar, a live webinar, where I'm going to be going in and showing people how to use our tools successfully. So if you're interested, please sign up for that, or you could sign up for a free 30-minute session one-on-one for a private tutorial on the website. Okay, let's go straight to our charts. Remember, on the right-hand side is the weekly time frame. On the left-hand side is basically the daily time frame. Support resistances on both the charts are the weekly support resistances, so you could kind of see exactly where they stand. Okay, if you look at Australian CAD here, this is showing you some signs of being bullish here, right here, because it held a support here at basically 99.41, and then broke the resistance at 82. So it's got a high probability now, believe it or not, going back up to about 312, and if it does, it could break that to sit there and get to the top of the consolidation pattern. So this is starting to show you signs of being bullishness, but as long as this sits there and maintains its support right here at 82. Australian yen here, this is not good. It showed this nice bullish trend here. This is a pullback. That's an ugly pullback because it's consolidation pullback right now. But you could see this is ranging now in a small tight pattern here between 94.65 and 95.96. It's got to sit there and break one or the other, but if you look at the daily time frame, it's starting to show signs of being weak. So it's got to sit there and break down soon. If it doesn't start breaking down soon, this one's going to sit there and start getting ugly, where it's going to come really fast down to the Cajun scene at 92.36. So right now it looks a little bullish, but the thing is that the charts are deteriorating with time, because that bullish nature is kind of going away since it's really not moving up. Australian Switzerland here, you could see it's at a major resistance at 85.28 is a major resistance there that it's got to sit there and break to continue to go up. Believe it or not, this is a bearish trend. This is a major pullback. It's at one of the pullback levels right now. Next one's going to be roughly around 8,800. If it could hold this level here, then it's going to sit there and make it move down to 81.01. So we're at a critical level this week to see exactly what happens as far as sitting here at this resistance level. If you look at this daily time frame right now, you're sitting on a major support right here. So if this support here holds, and then it has a high probability of making a move to this resistance and going higher. If this support here breaks, then we're going to sit there and possibly go lower, and possibly could sit there and come down to about 81.01. So definitely keep an eye on the Australian Switzerland, because it looks like it could start making some major moves. Australian New Zealand, if you look at it, it's at a major resistance, which is basically a 104. Major supports can be 840. So if you notice, most of the Australian currencies so far are major resistances. If you look at Australian USD, basically it bounced off a major resistance, broke a major support, which is 93.62, and it looks like it's trying to go down now to the next support, which is 92.06. This basically bounced off the resistance, which was outlined right up here, which is not even a major resistance, a minor one. Bounced off there, held it, and now it's trying to go down. So a lot of the Australian currencies looked like they got to some major or minor resistances. They held, and now they're showing signs of where they're bouncing off there and possibly can go lower. CADCHF, this has been a nice one all last year and going into the beginning of this year. Nice bearish trend here. Finally pulled back to the bottom of the cloud here, so it's gone for its first major pullback. This resistance level is going to tell us how strong this is. So this is basically, it's at 84.04. If it breaks that, then it's going to go deeper into this cloud where it's going to take a lot of bearishness out of it. If it holds here right now and starts breaking this support at 82.80, we have a high probability of getting to 81.12 and possibly breaking it and getting down to the pivot low. So we're at critical support resistance levels right now, which is 82.80 and 84.04. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on the CAD SWIFT this week to see if there's any trading opportunities based on it breaking one of those two support resistance levels. CAD yen, nothing really much going on here. A nice little bullish trend here, finally going into the cloud, came up here, and now it looks like it's trying to pull back this major support level, which is basically 93.43 is the major support level. Sorry, it's a little misplaced. Roughly right around there, 41. That's a major support level. If it breaks this support level here, this is possibly going to start a major consolidation pattern, and it's going to try to get to the bottom, or it could start a trend reversal. So we're at a very critical junction right now as far as the CAD yen is concerned, and the daily is actually showing you signs of where it possibly can sit there and break down. It just got to get below the cloud. If it gets below this cloud, then we got a bearish nature on the daily, which is going to pretty much influence the weekly to come down to that 93.41 level and possibly break it to go lower. Switzy yen, here it's a bullish trend here. It's consolidating here at the top for its major pullback. It's trying to go for its major pullback right now. The critical level is this resistance level here. If it holds this resistance level 113.57 and starts to make a move for the support, then basically we're going to engage in a major pullback. If it breaks this resistance level, then we're going to keep on going higher to retest a high and possibly keep on going higher to the top side. And you can see here, this resistance level here, 113.57, is also very close to this resistance level here on the daily, which is 113.45. So you have a multiple time frame resistance levels, and if they don't hold, this definitely is showing you signs of being bullish. Euro Australian here, you can see this is bearish here on the daily time frame, but if you look here, this is going for a major pullback because it had a bullish trend going for a major pullback. Support levels, and this one's going to be 40.37. So we're looking for it to go down to 40.37. Minor resistance level, which is kind of right now, is at 44.11. So it's going to be very critical to see what happens tonight going into tomorrow. Euro CAD, very similar to Euro Australian, believe it or not. We're going for a major pullback level right now. Minor resistance level is 46.81. Next support level is going to be 43.20, and you could see here that matches the multiple time frame resistance level here too. But this daily time frame is starting to show some signs of being bullishness, so it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens at this resistance level. If we break it, we're definitely going to come back up here to 502.08, and it's going to climb this cloud on the edge of it to get to that resistance level. So this is kind of at a critical level too. Euro Switzy, this is boring, nothing really going on here. Support is 21.24, resistance is going to be 21.84. Euro DKK, nothing really exciting going on this one either. It's just ranging, and you can see all the different levels there. Let's move on to Euro Pound. Euro Pound is nice bearish trending on the weekly. You could see nice bearish trending here on the daily too, but finally sat there and closed above the Cajunson, so it's going for a major pullback. If this looks like it's going to try to at least get to about 80.10, and at that point it's going to be a critical test for that resistance level to see exactly what happens there. If it holds that resistance level, this bearish trend will continue. If it breaks that resistance level, then we're going to sit there and pull all the way back here to 81.28, and then if we break that, we're going to undergo a major pullback. So this is still a nice strong bearish trend far from having a major pullback. Euro yen, bullish trend here, stuck at a major support level 136.76. If it breaks that level, then we're going to go lower and we go deeper into the cloud where it does more of a major pullback. If we hold here, then we could sit there and make a move to our major resistance level of 139.78. If we break that, then we could retest the pivot high and it could continue to go up. But this is bullish in nature, believe it or not. Euro NUK. Euro NOK is bullish, trending on the weekly. It just went for its first major pullback. Now the question is, will it break this resistance level up here, for right here? If it does, then it's going to sit there and continue on with its trend, which is here at 52.89. If it holds here and then comes all the way back down here to about 14.25, then we're going to basically enter a consolidation pattern between here and here for probably till the end of this year. Euro New Zealand, this is basically, if you look at this chart, this is one little ugly chart here. This is trying to establish a bearish trend. It looks like it, if you zoom out, this is basically a major ugly consolidation pattern. Got to support, held at 53.95. It's now at a major resistance of 57.99, which also is a time frame match to a daily resistance level. So this is going to be a critical level for it to hold. If it holds here, then it's going to sit there and make a move down to get to about 50.98, which is the bottom of the consolidation pattern. If it breaks it, then we're going to go up to about 60.96, and at that point keep on going higher. But this consolidation pattern is getting tighter and tighter and tighter, so we'll have to see what happens. Euro SEK is bullish trending on basically the weekly, starting to show some signs of weakness in the daily, and you can see that with a little hiccup here, and also the volatility that entered here. Major support of this level here, which is basically 689. Euro USD, as you guys know from the future video, the dollar's been getting stronger. This basically got to support at 33.69. So far has held it. That's a major support for this guy going forward. Major resistance for this one's going to be about 37.30. Minor one's going to be about 34.99. But this is still very strong bearish. You could see even from the daily time frame, it's held a minor resistance level here at 34.47. And it's continuing to make its move down. So we'll have to see exactly how far this is going to go. Pound Australian. If you look at Pound Australian, really not doing anything. Nice bullish trend here. Now it's consolidating. If you look here, let's zoom in some. We've got a nice little tight consolidation pattern. It held the support here at 79.14. Major resistance over here, which is the mini consolidation pattern that's developing 46.60, and the top of the basically 46.68. Pound Switzy here. You could see the resistance level on this guy here. You could see it's 54.24, which is basically right at. So minor support level is going to be 52.08. So these are two critical levels now. If it breaks that support level, then we're going to go down to the bottom, which is going to be about 50.79, and at that point we'll test it and it'll start taking some bullish momentum away. If we hold the support level here and then start making a move to resistance of 54.24 and break it, then we've got a nice little trend going to the top side. Pound Yen. If you look at Pound Yen, this is extremely strong still. It's at a major support level, which is 172.40. It's got to sit there and hold this right now in order for it to start a trend to the top side. If it can hold it now and make a move to this resistance at 175, then basically this is going to continue on with its trend going up. If it breaks it, it's going to come back down here and it'll continue with this consolidation pattern where the bottom will be roughly around 169.39, assuming that the bottoms of the consolidation patterns are moving upwards. Pound New Zealand, really not doing anything, just ranging between these levels here, between 93.75 and 99.34. Pound USD, definitely keep an eye on this one. It's at a one minor support right now. Next major one, 67.20, and at that point it's going to be it should hold at one of these levels and continue the trend going up. That's the 67.20 is a major support level, which is basically going to control whether this goes for a major pullback now or later. New Zealand CAD, this is bullish trending here, starting to show signs where it possibly can sit there and engage in a major pullback, but it's got to break the 91.57 support level to do that. New Zealand Switzy, it's trying to sit there and start a trend, but it needs to break the resistance level at 78.53 and also needs to hold this support here at 77.04. If it could hold this support and start making a move to the resistance level, then this is going to be very strong moving forward. New Zealand Yen, Really, right here, if you look at it, it's bullish trending here, consolidating at the top. Major support level is going to be 85.58. It's at a minor resistance level right now, which is 87.45. If it could break above that and go higher, then it possibly could get to the top of the consolidation pattern and maybe break out, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what it's going to do. New Zealand USD, basically really not doing anything, should sit there and start taking off. It hasn't, so this is starting to show some signs of weakness here, but it needs to sit there and break the 84.37 level before we could even start looking for any weakness on the lower time frames, because it's got to break a higher time frame support first. Singapore yen, this looks like it's trying to break out here too. You can see the major resistance level is 82.58. So this is trying to sit there and break out. If this breaks out, this is going to start a nice little trend to the top side, and you can see a little shakeout bar here too. US CAD, this is an interesting one, because if you look at this, a nice little bullish trend. It did a pullback. It didn't even go inside the cloud for the pullback at all. It skated along the top of the cloud, and now we're at a major resistance level of 945. If it breaks this resistance level, then we're going to sit there and retest this high and possibly go higher. If it holds here, then it's going to have a high probability of coming back down here to the 620 level. So we're at a very, very critical level right now for the US CAD. US Switzy, really not doing anything. Nice bearish trend here. It's pulled back to the cloud. We don't know if it's going to stop there or keep on going higher. We got to wait and see. But if you look in the daily, we're at a minor support level here, which is at 90.41. If that holds, we're going to keep on going higher. If that breaks down, then we're going to sit there and pull back all the way down to 89.72 and possibly sit there and come lower to about 89.01. USD DKK, nothing really going on. Bearish trend here, trying to do a major pullback to about 59.04. So we'll have to see what happens when it gets there. USD Hong Kong, very volatile. You can see all the support levels here, but you know the dollar is getting stronger, so it may have a high probability of at least getting here to this support level before it starts reversing. US yen, here is bullish trending, and then it entered a consolidation pattern at the top. It's been doing that for a little while now. The bottom of that consolidation pattern is about 191. The top is basically 103.13. It's starting to show some signs of being bullish and possibly breaking out. So definitely keep an eye on this one. Maybe this month it'll sit there and break out to the top side. USD NOK, really not doing anything. It's at a major resistance level, which is at 27.52. For breaks, it'll start a nice little trend to the top side. USD SEK, it broke a resistance level at 80.16. It's trying to get to the next resistance level, which is 91.41. And lastly, US Singapore dollar, really not doing anything except ranging between that 23.43 and the 25.02. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, definitely let us know. But keep an eye on the couple of currencies we talked about, especially CAD-SWITZ. You got the pound yen, and a couple of others that we mentioned. Keep an eye on them, because they're at that borderline conditions of being at support resistance where they can't sit there and start a major trend. Thank you.